See, now they're just being disrespectful. Like,
I know.
It's 2v4 and you're teabagging us?
Yeah, come on.
Come on. What do you want us to do here?
Welcome to the Weekly Pleb. My name is Douglas Rieger, and I'm your host. You are listening to the 5th episode of the 2nd season, and my guest this week is my good friend and professional gamer, Andy.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. How have you been?
Of course. Dude, I've been good. Just the old grind. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Work, school, good old time.
Yeah, and gaming.
And gaming, streaming all the time.
Yeah. So do you remember the first video game that made you really fall in love with gaming?
Yeah, so my brother was actually the one that got me into it. We played Super Mario, 64, and the Mario Kart, all the 64 games pretty much. And then as soon as I started playing Mario Kart and trying to find all these shortcuts and how to do the courses faster, I knew I just love gaming. I loved what it had in store for me pretty much.
Yeah, it's got to be the same for me. Mario, early days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little too young to remember playing the Nintendo 64 too much, but GameCube, Mario Party on the GameCube.
Yeah. Mario Party, Mario Kart Double Dash, that was awesome. Yeah,
those are classics. Yeah.
Super Mario Sunshine too.
Oh, with
Love
the hose?
that. Yeah,
oh
with the hose.
God,
yeah,
that was a great game.
I love that game.
They need to remake that one.
Oh, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So, how did you first realize that you could make money doing this?
So my brother actually, he was kind of I guess my father, I guess, figure in gaming sort of thing. He showed me this tournament, and when the tournament was going on, we were playing Halo, Halo 2, I think it was, and he was like, "Oh, come watch Final Boss," and I thought it was the final boss of Halo, and then it was this huge tournament for $100,000. The team final boss was the organization team, and they were the team to beat. And I still think it's one of the coolest names ever in gaming for a team. But they were playing, and then I watched all these guys play. It was just a 4v4. They were all calling out, they had so much passion for it, and I was like, wow, these guys are playing the game I play, but for $100,000, how do I get into this?
Yeah.
And then so ever since then, I just been playing usually Call of Duty because that was what I was better at. But before, I was just playing Halo, trying to meet some people online to kind of form a team sort of thing. And there's this website called Game Battles where everybody would go back in the day to pretty much compete, get those practice for the big $100,000 tournament. So I just started playing with that, and it's stuck ever since.
Yeah. Speaking of teams, how did you end up landing yourself on an esports team, 100 Thieves?
So actually, 100 Thieves is not my team.
Okay.
It was Glow Navy Gaming.
Okay.
That was Chief Keef's team. I just met these two random guys in a World War II Call of Duty pub, and just started playing with them, and went over to Black Ops 4, and one of them actually got into the team. And then I would play with them a couple of times, nothing too serious. But then this other rapper team or whatever challenged Chief Keef their gaming organization or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. My friend asked me to play with them. I was like, yeah, I'll play with them. I think we put up $100 or something, and we just absolutely destroyed them. I don't think they ever won a round, or they got 10 points max or something. And then right after that, they're like, yeah, this guy's joining the team. He's on Glow Navy now. And I was just like, hey, thanks guys.
Hey, well, there you go. That's one way to do it, meeting people, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the most you've ever made playing a game?
I'd probably say I think $5,000 is probably my biggest tournament win. It was actually with my friend that got me into the Glow Navy gaming, and we were we had a bunch of teams. It was a 2v2 team sort of thing, and there was 64 teams. There was I think 3 Glow Navy teams in it, and we ended up taking all of it. And it was a surreal experience. I will never forget the feeling of winning that.
So you said that you're into streaming. Do you think streaming is the easiest or the best route into professional gaming?
I would probably say so. Nowadays, it's all about social media, posting TikToks, posting Instagram clips, stuff like that to get noticed. So streaming, if you're not going to do it for the money, like that's probably like the worst thing you could do is like get into streaming, trying to make hundreds of $1,000s a month kind of thing that like the top streamers make. So it's like you get into streaming just to like show the world like how good you are. Like you just want to like kind of show them, everyone, how like you put all these hours into a game. Like now you get to prove it to like all these people, and then like however many viewers you get, like you're kind of like content with it, like, oh, I got like 5 people watching me, that's awesome. And then like the more and more you start streaming, the more and more you start like becoming better at the game, you'll start getting more like people to watch you and stuff like that. So if you're definitely trying to go pro, streaming's the first priority you should have.
What things are there, any things about Twitch that you think you should warn future gamers about?
So Twitch, yeah, there's like a lot of copyright strikes actually with like the DMCA and stuff like that. I know a lot of big streamers will like either stream like some anime or like stream some like TV show, and then like they'll get like a strike on their channel, or like someone will just play like some copyright music or something like that, and those can actually like delete your entire channel if like the company is like taking it that serious, sort of thing. So definitely be careful with that. There's like a lot of free streaming like beats you can make on Spotify or just like play on Spotify. But yeah.
Yeah. So esports is relatively new, right?
Yeah.
Do you know much about the birth of esports? All I can imagine is like the early maybe 80s with like arcade tournaments, and they're just competing for the high score.
Yeah, that's pretty much like kind of like the origin story is like everyone wanted to like compete to the top of the list. They want to have like their initials on the top of the leaderboard, sort of thing. And then there's these 2 guys. It was Sundance, I forgot his last name, and then Adam Apicella. They kind of started, it was called Major League Gaming. And I was like, all the gamers would go to like the like events they would hold for like tournaments, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it sort of like shifted more into like the franchising like sort of thing with more like the traditional sport route. But that was like the birthplace of competitive Halo, competitive Call of Duty, League of Legends, that you see is selling out the Staples Center for world championships. Like that was like the entire start of it. Like you had the arcade games, the Pong tournaments, NBA Jam, like all those tournaments in the early 80s, 90s, but then MLG kind of just like skyrocketed it into like what it is today.
It feels kind of like there's infinite possibilities because it's video games. You could have all sorts of new video games coming out, and it's basically a new sport that people want to watch, because Call of Duty isn't the same as watching Halo tournaments. You know?
Exactly, yeah. So it's like usually people will pick like a solid game or like a game that they're good at or they like to watch or something like that to like spend all their time playing to try and become a pro. But I know like there's a lot of people that are just so talented. They have hundreds of like hours on multiple games, and they can literally switch from mouse to keyboard and just like compete at the highest level. So a lot of people will pick a game, but there's multiple people that will do multiple esports.
Do you think there's a benefit to like being able to play multiple games? Like if there's a new Call of Duty out and you're trying to stream and get views, you kind of have to hop over to that game, right? To be able to follow the hype, kind of.
Yeah, so that's like a lot. There's like a lot of misconception there. So like, oh, this new game came out, I want to stream it, everyone's watching it. The thing is with a new game, like all the top streamers are going to be playing it because it's like new game, something new to play, some new content for like their viewers, and everyone's going to watch them. So like you're going to get no viewers pretty much. You'll have like the one viewer that's yourself. Like that's usually how it goes. But if you stream like a random game, like a random Pokemon game or something, you'll probably get like, oh, like someone's streaming this, and then they'll like have a little like interest and kind of go to that game and like kind of watch you. So that's how you get like more consistent viewers. But if you want to like become a pro, like you definitely have to start like day one as soon as the game drops, like kind of start grinding, make a schedule. You at least, like most pros play like at least 8 hours a day, like 8 to 10. So if you want to become like a pro, like you got to put the time in for it.
Okay, so if you want to become a pro, it's better to train on the new games.
Exactly. Like don't really focus on the streaming aspect. Like stream just to like have like your gameplay recorded if you do a cool clip or something that could be like made into a TikTok, like stuff like that. But if you want to become a pro, like your main focus is just getting like your mechanics down in the game, like to the highest level, like getting your macro down. Like that's like the biggest like part.
And so if you're more worried about the streaming, you're saying it's better to find like a niche.
Exactly. Yeah. So like the big streamers, they'll always get like their 20, 50,000 viewers or whatever it is. But if like you want to just like kind of like grind like the Twitch like ranks sort of thing, or like the YouTube streaming ranks, like you got to have like some unique content for yourself, like other than just like streaming a game with like no face cam or something like that. And then like if you're only doing that, like you got to be good at it, like so people like consistently watch you. Or you just got to find a game that like not really many people play or like that know about, that will like attract more viewers, like kind of like, oh, that's a cool game, like let's watch this, like kind of thing.
Yeah. So what games lately have caught your interest the most?
So I'm a professional Call of Duty player, so I usually play Call of Duty for like 5-6 hours a day, and they actually just dropped rank play, so I've just been playing that a lot. But I also play Valorant, and I'm trying to get diamonds in Valorant. That's my main goal. I got like 7 days left.
Okay.
So trying to do that. I'm like a big shooter game kind of guy. So Call of Duty, Halo, and Valorant are probably like my 3 games I'm playing right now.
Okay. So traditional sports have been around for centuries, right? But esports, like we said, have only been around for a handful of decades. But already they've been like dwarfing the viewership of many other sports.
Exactly. Yeah.
So where do you see the industry going from here?
So it's only going to go up. Like there was talks about like a little esport bubble, kind of like, oh, there's all this money for these prize pools, like where are they kind of getting it from, like sort of thing. But it was supposed to burst like I think 2 years ago, and nothing's happened. So I can only see it kind of just growing, especially with like VR starting to become like more of a mainstream thing. You'll start to see like VR esports and like people that are just like crazy at Beat Saber, but like competing for hundreds of $1,000s. Like it's gonna be pretty insane, like in the future with the VR stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you see these streamers get pulling, like you said, 50,000 viewers just on one stream of them playing alone.
Yeah.
Just for fun. I can't imagine that means there's not people wanting to watch, you know?
That's it. And exactly with COVID too, like I know like we've kind of strayed away from like the really like harsh restrictions on it, but still there's like there's a handful of people out there that are like, oh, I'm staying in my house, like I'm not going out. And esports is like the perfect thing for them, because they like, if they want to compete, they can play from home pretty much. Like I know the Call of Duty League is actually just playing like their like regular season matches like from the inside of their house, or like their own like facility sort of thing, so they can compete with that with esports. And then they can also just watch like the tournaments that people are playing, like instead of like, you're not going to find NFL on Twitch, like you got to watch that on TV, ESPN, like you got to like pay for that package. But you can just hop on Twitch and look at Valorant esports or whatever, and like right there for you, the content, everything's right there for you.
So most of the revenue is relying on advertising then, right?
Yeah, most of it's advertising. There's like a lot of sponsorships from like the tech companies, that like the Alienware, the Astro Gaming, like all like headset company, PC companies, like sort of that sort of thing. And so the more and more people like start to watch, the more and more sponsors there will be. And you can already see it like right now. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you know FaZe Clan. I think that's like probably the most known like esport organization out there. They actually just partnered with the NFL. So they had like a whole entire thing on Twitch where they were like, the NFL players were tossing like balls to like these esport players kind of thing. And then so you get that little connection, and it's pretty cool like how they can like coincide with each other.
I hadn't even heard of that. But,
yeah.
But the NFL teaming up with an esports team? So the entire NFL?
Yeah, it was an NFL partnership. And then they had like a handful of players. I know Brett Favre went out there for a little bit, like to just as like a little like exhibition kind of game. There was like a lot of other like, I forgot like the specific names, but there was a lot of like NFL players there, like just vibing with like all the esport players, kind of just like chopping it up sort of thing. And I know a lot of NFL players are also like really good friends with like the top streamers, and like they'll hop on Warzone or like Apex or something to play with each other.
See, it sounds like people from any industry or sport could be playing esports just to unwind.
Exactly. Actually, there's an NFL player that I forgot who it was, but he just became like the first like multi-sport like athlete. He's an NFL like linebacker, and now he's a professional like Rocket League player for Dignitas. And so like that like little thing right there, like you can be that multi-sport athlete without having to like strain your body and put your ACL on the line every game sort of thing.
Yeah, I think I heard about him, but
Yeah.
I also am blanking on his name. I'm kind of surprised the marketing team thought Brett Favre would still get some attention.
I mean, they did get some attention. Like everybody on Twitter was posting pics of them and Brett Favre, and it's getting 30,000 likes. And I'm like, wow, that's actually insane. There's like Brett Favre. I never thought he would come out of retirement for this, but there he is.
Hey, I'm a Favre fan. I'm a Vikings guy, so I mean, it's cool to see, but it's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
You know? What would you like to say to any parents that might be listening or watching that think their kids are wasting their time playing games?
So that's the thing. Like that's what like the misconception is with video games is like you're kind of just sitting at the screen doing nothing, like kind of hoping like this pans out for you. But the kids these days, they are like so gifted like mechanically, like on the keyboard, like their reaction time is crazy. And so if I was a parent, I would rather know my kid is like doing something he loves. I know he's home safe and sound, and as long as he has like his homework and like all of his other responsibilities done, like I don't really see the harm in it. Like kids are always going to find something they're passionate about growing up, and I mean if they're playing golf or football like 8 hours a day, I see no difference if you're playing like a video game 8 hours a day. And especially with like, I mean I had to fight my parents a lot, like because esports wasn't a big thing when I was growing up. It was like kind of still this like afterthought, oh, that won't ever happen, you're wasting your life sort of thing. But now it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and just like you see what it's becoming. So I would tell them, give it some time. If like they grow out of it, that's good on you if you didn't like it, but I would just give it some time, kind of let them kind of figure out what they want to do with like themselves. Like if they want to play that game, like see what happens with it. Like always support them. Don't really bring them down, because it is like it's like a lot of mental strain just staring at a screen for 8 hours a day, like kind of hoping you get like that one shot, like that one opportunity sort of thing.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier about PCs. Mm-hmm. You built your own PC once, right?
I did, yeah. I think I was a freshman or a sophomore in high school, and I built my first one.
Would you suggest building your own PC or going out and buying one?
So now the PC like market is crazy with COVID, and they actually are using like all the super like powerful graphics cards to actually mine crypto. And so the industry is like, I think the top of the line graphics card right now is like probably like $1,000 to $2,000 or sort of thing. So I would say if you find an opportunity to like get that graphics card like for retail price, like $250, $300, like around there, like I would build your own PC. But right now, like all the PC kind of manufacturers have like that connection to get those graphics cards for them. So I would just kind of buy one right now. I know there's like a lot of custom like PC builders on like Twitter and stuff, where actually I got my new one from, and he did like an awesome job. So if you can find a graphics card for retail, I would say build your computer. But if not, I would just trust one of the PC manufacturers.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you want to hop into Halo and go ahead and beat my ass?
Let's do it.
All right.
I know a few things up my sleeves.
Yeah, show me the move.
Yeah. Am I top? Yeah, man.
I have not played in a while, so we'll see how well this goes.
Ooh. This dude just threw a barrel at me. What?
He threw a barrel at you?
Yeah.
Oh, I just died.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Wait, did I get a kill? I got a kill. Let's go. Way better than that guy is.
Oh, man. As soon as I start getting shots on somebody, one of his buddies is on the other side.
This guy's like just hiding in this tower waiting for me.
Oh.
Where'd he go?
I died. I can't even get away from the spawn point. They're like spawn camping.
There's a guy in like a vehicle, like a little ghost down here. Trying to like shoot him out. Yeah, that's gonna be impossible. All right.
Where is he?
He's like there.
I kind of want the
we
ghost.
got the battle rifle.
I know I could get some kills in the ghost for sure. Oh, I'm gonna hop in this. So what's the hardest?
Oh, way better than that guy too. Little reversal medal. Let's go.
What do you think the hardest thing for new gamers is when they're like first grabbing a controller?
Definitely like trying to like memorize like where the buttons are and kind of how like what they do. I think that's probably the hardest. It will take a little bit to kind of like get used to it, find like the right sensitivity, the right kind of controls for you to like best like give yourself like the advantage in the game sort of thing. A lot of people kind of get like discouraged. Like I know one of my friends, like he refuses to play Valorant with me because he just says he's bad at it. And so like I don't know, I always tell him like I don't know how like if you don't play it, like I don't know how you expect to get better sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's like always kind of just trying to stick like with it for at least a little bit, like give it some time sort of thing.
So what advice would you give to someone who wants to become a pro gamer?
So it's not an overnight thing. I know it's kind of like cliche to say, but it's definitely like you got to stick with it. You got to find your game. Once you find the game that like you actually enjoy playing and it's not like a chore, so to speak, stick with that. Try to do like some new like fun things. Like if you just constantly do the competitive aspect of it, like yeah, you'll get better, but at the same time like you'll burn out really fast. So trying to like spice it up with some new games every once in a while. Don't think like you're just kind of stuck to one game. Always should like trying to have the most fun like you can. That's like the main goal. And then like your skill and like kind of knowledge of the game will just like come like second nature to you, kind of like sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting
sniped. you got the shock rifle.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Down goes Doug.
Makes no difference.
Let me see if I can pick this. Ooh, hold up.
Yeah, when you mentioned new players just not understanding how the buttons work, it makes me think of I recommended my dad play Red Dead Redemption 2 because he's super into cowboys, and it was like the first video game I ever thought he would actually enjoy. And trying to teach him how the controller worked was just very hard.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I'm like, I've tried to show like I have like two brothers, and one like doesn't play games like at all really. And dang, I don't know what these weapons these guys have, but I always like I try to show them like, hey, like I know like it gets stressful at work, like just play some video games when you get home, like sort of thing. And he's like, oh, like I'll try it. And then like I try to teach him like the mouse and keyboard, and he had to like keep looking down at the keyboard every time like he wanted to press something. So it's like it's definitely hard. Like once you like get that muscle memory down of like, oh, I know this button's right here, like sort of thing, it'll be a much more enjoyable experience.
Yeah, that's kind of how it felt for me when I was first trying to build on Fortnite.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like
I could not do it.
That's a perfect example. Like I don't know if like your viewers like played Fortnite back in the day, but it was straight up no one's building all these like no like crazy builds or anything. And then like as the game went on, like you see all these streamers, they have like the most insane like edits, and like they could build the Taj Mahal in 30 seconds like sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so like the game will always evolve, and like your play style will too. And so that's why like you stick with it, kind of get the feel for it, and I guarantee it will be a lot more enjoyable once you like get those initial like core mechanics down.
Yeah, so I mean a lot of it is just kind of practice, right?
Yeah, it's like with anything, like you got to practice if like you want to be good at it.
Yeah.
And like if no one should expect like, oh, it's just a video game, like how hard can it be sort of thing. Like it gets pretty difficult like once you sort of get into the world.
I'll tell you,
like,
it's feeling pretty difficult right now.
Yeah, and like
and I've played before.
And that's the thing, like I've been playing I think since I was like 3, I think was like the first kind of video game I ever played. And so my hands and brain are kind of just built for, okay, I know exactly what I need to do here sort of thing.
Yeah. It's like you were saying earlier, the younger kids and the younger generation are going to hop on VR like nothing, right?
Exactly. Like I'm actually so excited to. I can't wait to see like a VR like first person shooter where people are like competing against each other. I think that's like the next thing I'm looking forward to in the industry. I've always like, I don't know if you've seen like the VR like shooting ranges sort of thing where like you can kind of be like John Wick and like people do all this cool stuff. If you take that but like put $100,000 behind it, like I can't wait to see what like people are gonna be able to like produce.
Yeah.
There we go.
Have you used VR much at all?
I haven't used it that much. I've like played VR poker, like the Beat Saber. I played like all those games, but I really haven't done like VR. I don't really even own one. I've like asked for it for Christmas, but it's never in the price range of my gifts.
Oh,
we lost.
Did you just see that guy? He like slungshot over to me and killed me.
He did that to me too. It happens. These guys play a lot though. They had like really cool armor.
Yeah, they were
seen that before.
very, very good. We might have to do a redeeming round for after that one.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was a little warm up game.
Yeah,
right
that was horrible.
Getting the rust off.
Yeah, we're distracted. We're busy talking.
Yeah, busy talking.
Playing Halo Infinite has definitely been like a blast of nostalgia for me.
Yeah,
I haven't really jumped into Halo in a few years before this game, and like the first time I was playing, I just immediately was taken back to when I was a kid as soon as I heard killing spree.
Yeah,
you know?
It's the best.
Yeah.
Oh no, I had two and I blew
Oh,
it.
I got a kill.
Let's go.
It
I
happened.
think I got the assist.
Oh, okay.
I think I was there for the assist.
Okay, we'll take it.
That's that teamwork. Teamwork makes
It's an
the
improvement
dream work.
from the first game. I think I went the whole last game without a single kill.
Those guys were kind of trying hard. Let's
Oh,
go.
There we go. We'll take it.
Oh no, I got shot from behind.
Oh,
Dude, there's 3 on you. That's tragic. These guys are sticking together.
Yeah, we're gonna
playing.
pretend it was the fact that there was 3
my
of them,
gosh.
and not that I was choking anyways.
Oh, I almost just ninja'd this guy. Dang it.
So you played Ninja when you were little.
Yeah, when I was like 9 or 10 years old, whenever Halo Reach was out, maybe like 12. But I remember, I think I was like, the max rank was 50. And everyone wanted to get 50 like in the playlist to play against the pros and stuff like that. And every time or every day after school, I'd hop on, play those 8 hours that I was like kind of like put my schedule on. I'd play against Ninja. I'd play against like all like the other big names too. Like sometimes, not every game, but some games in there, and I'd always try my hardest. And that's where like I kind of found like the passion for it. Just being able to like hear these guys call my name out when I'm 12, kind of competing with like the big boys sort of thing. I was like, I love that feeling, and so I just stuck with it ever since. Dude, I'm just kidding. I spawned into 3 guys. That's unfortunate. Yep, right there. And there's the 4th right on you. Where's our teammates? Oh, they quit. It's just us.
You're kidding.
It's just us.
Oh my
I was wondering. I was like, what's going on? Like, we got no help? Like, why am I spawning here?
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about how poorly we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really do much against these guys.
Yeah, 2v4, that's impossible. What are you supposed to do?
We're doing pretty well for being up against this big of a handicap right now.
Oh, another
Cody,
teabag.
That guy. Let's go.
Yet another teabag.
See, now they're just being disrespectful. Like,
I know.
It's 2v4 and you're teabagging us?
Yeah, come on.
Come on. What do you want us to do here? Yeah?
I'm coming.
Oh, no. He's just using that weapon. Dude, that's boring. He's going to knock you off.
Oh.
Yeah. Same
thing
thing
to
he
you?
did to me. Yeah.
What a joke. He's got 4-on-2 and he's got to use some cheap weapon like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Shows you they're scared. They must have seen Norway Nuggets.
They see the name and they shake in their boots. Hey, we didn't do 16 in a 2v4. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I will take it.
Our teammates kind of quit, like, I think, like, right in the beginning. So,
Yeah.
I think
I didn't even notice. for a
Yeah,
while.
I was like, when I spawned in front of 3 guys, I was like, something like, where's my teammates? Like,
Yeah.
Doug's over there. Where's like the rest of them? And then I look, and I'm like, oh, it's just us.
Yeah, yeah. That's tragic, but hey,
It's all right.
yeah. I know that the viewers, if you'd like to see better clips of Andy gaming, you can go check out your Twitch.
Yeah, it's twitch.tv /Norway_Nuggets. I'm usually live 5 days a week, maybe 6.
And that will be in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify, just listen to what he just said.
It's an easy URL, don't worry.
Yeah, you can figure it out.